Yeah.
I was gonna put a Talladega up. Yeah. No, not at all. If that's what you need, no problem. I'll put one on.
Buddy joined your channel.
Welcome back, Kevin.
That was a short-lived Bathurst waste.
I'm not seeing when Jay
Bathurst go
O'Brien
bad
wins.
sometimes.
Where's that post at?
No, not at all. If that's what you need, no problem.
I believe this has this. I'll start figuring fourth.
Well,
I have a heaps good jump off the start finish, and the lights go out, and yeah, I'll cause a pile up in turn 1.
I'll put one on.
And how many other Australians were in that race?
Joined your channel.
There was 3 others besides me.
You should have won. Welcome back, Kevin.
Room's pending, Rudy, if you want
That was a short-lived Bathurst waste.
I'm not seeing when
Bathurst
Jay
go
O'Brien
bad.
wins.
Despite causing a wreck, I didn't have too much damage. I managed to get it back on the track and caught up to him, and within lap 3, actually took the lead for about 4 or 5 laps before putting it into the wall.
I am. I have everybody
Yeah, I'm
talking.
checking it out now.
No, I'm putting. It's already. It should be up.
So where is it?
Is that Talladega?
Alright, thank you. Look, how's everyone driving?
Yeah, it sure can. Yeah, I can understand that. Kind of stuff a
But at least you figured it out, maybe.
You get out there more on YouTube. I'm already in.
not on the track yet. I take it.
I'm just entering
Yeah.
3 and 4.
Rudy. Okay.
Okay, I might actually finally sit down and watch that V8 while he's ready. So, I'll catch you later.
No worries.
Yep.
Buddy left your channel.
Just that little bit faster. In oval, it's probably like miles faster, but
I've got it up here. It says you're live, but yeah.
yeah, YouTube's pretty delayed.
Okay. Got her open in another tab. I'll pop back and forth till I see some video.
Yeah, I'm on the track.
Mine too.
Wait, am I? I don't think I'm in your session.
There you are.
There we go. I'll let it go if you got it. Looks alright. I have mine set on 720 HD and the red bag's up saying it's in HD.
Can you go up higher?
Awesome.
Can you? Yeah.
It looks normal.
Like if you go to like 1080p, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, I was in the wrong one. Oh yeah. Just keep adding on to that shit.
Maybe just a touch grainy, but I don't know. I think it looks alright. It's not twitching out or anything. I'm gonna back off the HD though. Sometimes having HD,
Yeah, it really lags out your internet.
I can go back and forth. All you gotta do is stop the video for a second and it'll pop it right back.
Send a
Okay. It didn't change anything, so I'll put it back. When you
send me a
choose
poke if you
HD,
need
just-
me anyway, guys.
Buddy left your channel.
I'm not seeing much. There we go. Yeah, there is a little difference between not HD and HD. Oh yeah. Yeah, it cleans it up just a little bit. Right. I've watched some of your broadcasts before. My memory serves me right. They sure look cleaner. This looks kind of dirty.
It's because you're in dirty south room, baby.
There you
Yeah.
go. Why? But there's no outstanding glitching or anything.
Let me look. Yeah.
always, to me, I'm always have a little tick in there. This looks like anything else of yours I've ever watched, but it just doesn't look as sharp, even at the HD level here. At least if my memory serves me right, I'd have to look at something of yours old and compare it to this. But it does look just a little not sharp.
I'm still turning laps if you need me.
It's a little jerky.
As it's little old ticks that I seem to always see.
And now the ticks kind of went away. Well,
There's nothing there that disturbs the view. Other than, man, I
like that pack better. I think it's less twitchy.
That sharpened it up a little too.
I mean, I'm in HD myself, but when I go big screen, it's better than your other one. I like that. I can actually see the detail of the truck, what's on the truck. And I'm at a 47 inch.
I'm all alone.
Yeah, that ain't twitchy either. There you go.
You'll probably get more views.
I would believe that default pack though. I think that's the right way to go. It's not as jumpy, man.
Yeah, that looks good, Rudy.
Alright, well let me change it back to the other one because just, give it a minute to catch up. I mean, it looks great here.
Everyone's so much faster.
I'll see it's jumping, it's twitching.
I don't know how the camera pack would make it do that. I'm trying to figure that out.
Probably, like you said, it's trying to put more graphics in it. You know what I mean? It's further away, so you're trying to get all that detail in there.
Yeah. But how bad is it? I mean,
it's a lot choppier. That's my opinion. It's now you can see it chopping. Before, when you ran another pack, you couldn't.
Okay, well then let me try this now. Let me go back to that. Go back to the default. Alright, and then I'm going to go to camera 2, and I want, because that's pretty much the same thing. So let's see if this is choppy now.
That's a lot smoother, but it's still a little choppy, but it's smoother than it was.
What do you think, Steve?
I think it looks alright.
Do you want me to go check it out?
Well, you can if you want, but you're the only truck on the track right now. And if you quit,
Oh,
to
fair
watch it.
I see you're only doing about 30 frames. Is that normal?
30 frames where
Your frames per second was sitting there when you popped that up, and I got to see it. It's only pushing about 32 to 30 to 34 frames per second.
I see that. I don't know why, because I'm usually at about 120 frames a second.
Yeah,
When I was
or at least
watching the
that
vids,
might
it
be
was
why
always
I'm
that you
seeing
were-
what I call maybe a little bit dirty. Maybe you need to figure out some way to try to get that up to at least the 60 frame deal somehow.
See, that's all pretty much set. So let me try something. Let me get rid of IRTVO. Look at that. See, I dump off IRTVO and it jumps up to 130 frames.
There it is. Yeah, that IRTVO is hogging up your, and it cleaned it up a lot.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay?
Yeah.
It's going to take that monster computer of yours and it's just going to go and it's going to be like running a freaking Windows 3.1. I'm telling you.
Just
Don't
put it
believe
all in
me.
here and let's try it out. I'm ready
Don't
to see the
believe me.
flames roll.
I don't care how big that son of a bitch is. It's gonna be a piece of shit when you're running all this stuff.
For another $2,500, I could make it go faster.
Faster ain't gonna make it any better. It's all what your computer can process and all that.
That's what I mean.
You just
Process
seen it
better.
right there, you know. You just seen the
I'm
difference.
going so slow.
I'm not gonna buy $1,000 processor. Ain't happening.
Okay, I'm gonna
Screw
start
that.
I'm gonna start it back up now, and let's see what it does. Drops it right down to 40 frames a second.
So there's nothing in IRTVO that you can do to make it not be like that, huh?
No. See, the program, okay, so you understand, the program was built, this guy built this program on his computer, okay? So it's not optimized whatsoever for Windows, or there's no optimization done on it.
I see.
It's a basic code. It's not like HTML5 or, you know, it's not anything that would be optimized for Windows, the internet, or anything. It's just a resource hog. I mean, it probably uses more resource than me running iRacing, OBS, and TeamSpeak together. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. You know, I can broadcast the crap out of a race as long as I don't use IRTVO. But you throw IRTVO on here, and it just, I'm telling you, it would take, what's that big monster computer the United States has got? What's that big one that you can run, like,
Hit the wall.
you know, 20,000 universes on, you know?
I
It
have
just
no
goes,
idea.
Lights go dim, and, you know, the generators kick on, and it just turns it into a big pile of shit. It's like running an old, you know, one that you had to run 5 1/4 inch floppy drives on. I'm serious. I am dead serious. You've seen it right there. Look at I'm running 33, 34, 36, 38 frames a second. You know, and I shut IRTVO off, and it goes up to 130 frames a second.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
there just ain't a way to adjust that somehow. I know there's not, but I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Let me turn my mic off.
Don't. I don't know how. I don't know how you could optimize that. How would you do that?
What kind of files are in the folder of this program? Is there anything that this bandwidth settings or God, I don't know, Rudy.
No, there's nothing. There, you know, you set it to your screen resolution. That's it.
Hello.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is the screen resolution.
Well, it's set to my screen resolution. You have to set it to your native screen resolution. I mean, or else it's not going to be right. It won't be centered. It won't, you know, it's not going to be right. It has to be set to your screen resolution. But you're saying that it's still jerking right now?
Oh, I ain't watching it. I wasn't around.
It looks like it always does to me.
Okay, well, I'm going to shut...
Except, yeah, I don't know.
Shut the IRTBO off. Now it's up to about almost 100 frames, over 100. Jumped up over 100 there for a second.
I'm on pole!
Takes a minute for it to show on my end here. We're still at 33.
You see it jump right up. Right up over 100 frames a second. 102, 100.
Give it about 40 seconds.
12. We're down to about 88 once in a while, but... Well, there it jumped down to 87, but we're back up to 112, 113.
Up there,
Now it ain't glitching for me either.
Yeah, see,
as soon as you do that.
That's what I can't, I don't know what to do about it. There ain't nothing to do about it. It's either that or don't run IRTBO.
Well, there could be another program out there that costs.
Well, I don't know of any. It's the only one that I know of that everybody uses IRTBO. I don't think
You can't shrink the screen resolution for IRTVO and then center it all back up?
What do you mean?
Can you go see the guy in front of me?
When you say if you change the screen resolution, that things would be better, but when you do it puts it off center.
Right.
You can't correct that?
Well, you can, but what I'm doing is I'm taking you have to shrink your browser down to fit it. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Which I guess in return would be better, but then it would be harder for me to see everything.
Right.
Because everything would be so small on my... I got a huge screen, and everything would be, it'd be like taking up a 6-inch square up in the top left corner of the screen, and you got the whole rest of a 50-inch screen over here. What do you do with it?
Right.
That you could do that.
I'm just trying to think of a way to get that. I'm even trying to do some Googling here, and there's just nothing.
Now, I wish there was a program that you could, that they would make that you could say, okay, I've got this program, and I'm going to, what I want to do is I want to optimize it for Windows. And you can, plug it in there, just put the IRTBO.exe file in there. It'll optimize the program for you for Windows or something, but I don't know of anything like that, do you?
No, because I don't ever mess with anything like this.
Well, there you go, Steve. I like just jacking your ass, you know that. About the monster computer you got.
Well, it's not. I wish it was a monster.
Well, you think it is.
There's more. No, you think it is.
No.
You guys build your
going
computers.
along with the fun.
You think it is, because it's like, I'm telling you, you put all this stuff on your computer and it's just going to, all the lights in your house are going to go dim. Your refrigerator will quit working.
It's a freaking, what do you call it?
Your toilet will
Power
flush.
surge.
All the tires on your car will go flat. I'm telling you.
The nuclear power plant in my backyard will blow up.
Yep, exactly.
It'll just go boom.
The electric bill will probably be about $30,000 a month. I'm telling you.
It'll be $30,000 a second.
Y'all have no idea how freaking resourceful all this shit is to run to broadcast arrays. It's just absolutely freaking crazy.
And it's wear and tear on a computer.
Yeah, that too. I wonder if I'm going to try something here.
Andrew, you want somebody to move you to another room? And are you in there racing?
He's just messing around, Ed.
Okay, he's not racing no more.
Well, he's in the server Lee put up, but it's just practice, and he's just messing around.
What's happening?
Oh no, they fine then.
It's a race.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here real quick because, you know, I don't have. Let's see if this will work.
Let's take a look at this.
What's up, man?
Hey, good morning, Lee. How are you?
Good, son. You just woke up.
What are the guy watching? Yeah!
Sorry, you got walked on. What'd you say?
It sounded like you just did
pretty cool.
Yeah, I just did. Actually, I was up kind of late last night watching the movies. It's like 1 o'clock.
You getting right into that, huh, Ed?
Yeah, movie watching, man. Well, the hell of a race last night, wasn't it, Steve? I mean, Ali.
What was that, buddy?
Had a good race last night.
Yeah, it was fun. There's a few cautions. Thanks for the help, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet.
I thought that would help, but it's not helping. Yeah, I thought that would help. Steve, are you still watching my YouTube channel?
I have it up.
I watched
in,
me go in the pits.
IRTVO's homepage here, just trying to educate myself. I guess I can't because I don't understand. What do you need? I'm back on the tab and I'm watching.
Okay, I'm going to pop this up right here so you can see. This is that EVGA Precision X. This is what tunes everything for your graphics card and everything.
Okay.
All right, so I'll wait for it to come up so you can see it.
I'll be back in a second.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to see if I couldn't overclock this thing, but I don't know how to do it.
Google your Geo card and overclock and read their tech tips. Frame rate target profiles.
See, it's got GPU
Memory.
clock offset, but what does that mean?
Well, the higher the hertz, the more it'll process.
So if I turn that
That
up,
whole, yep,
see, it's
maximum.
adjust.
But make sure you fix your fan to cooperate along with. When you start turning that up, your temperature is going to go up.
Okay. Okay, when GPU synchronization mode is enabled, any changes applied to the master GPU are also mirrored to all similar GPUs installed in the system. When this slider is focused, you may use cursor keys on your keyboard to fine-tune the clock. Why would it go away? You may click the adjacent edit field to directly type in the desired GPU core clock. You may disable user interface tooltips. Okay. Depending on the graphics card model.
I'm greedy. I have my sliders max.
Well, I don't know if you can do that on this. I don't know what I mean. What's okay? There's the GPU clock, and then there's the memory clock. But it says offset. What does that mean? Offset.
I do not know. The only way I would be able Google. Google's a wonderful thing.
You know, I mean, I can turn these up,
PU.
Buddy joined your channel.
but I don't. Okay, yeah.
Back
I can
offset.
turn
Here we
that
go.
up.
Exactly what does increasing memory correct me on my 680i 700. Yeah, see, when you I don't know why it says offset. That might just be to confuse you. When you turn up the hertz on anything, that makes stuff go through it faster. That's just. I'd just start sliding them babies over until you can't keep up with keeping it cool, I guess.
Hi, Ed.
Yeah, good morning, Kevin. How are you?
You know, just burn the damn.
Yeah, not so bad.
bird up then.
Oh, you have a temperature thing there, and does your fan go up and down? Well, you have an auto there. You have the check in auto, so your fan should just you should just hear your fan kick up as it warms up.
Right. Right.
You know, my fan screams.
Let's see what it does here while I'm running this. Clock up a little. Well, that just freaking maxed it out right there. Yay. Let's see what the frames are running now. About 40 frames a second now instead of 30.
Bump it up some more. Get that up to
That's better.
60. At least where you like to, and that cleaned it up. That extra 5 or 6 frames made it a little bit smoother, or I mean a little, not quite so, it's still dirty, but not quite as bad. Googling here, try to.
Not changing. This is 35, 34 frames a second.
I can get you on TI. Yours
Yeah,
is
my
on
frames per
TI.
second has been going down pretty far as well, so.
I've got the 660. If you want to know, 660
Oh, FUE.
overclock.
Channel switch.
Yeah, but it's not really
Yeah, I'm doing, they just keep stuffing me in the TI though. Yours is not a TI.
No, it's just a GTX 660.
Yep, that's where I'm at. I'm looking on Tom's Hardware and overclocks, and just to see. Okay, so here's what'll happen when you start cranking up your clock speeds or your hertz there. Sooner or later, you'll hit a spot where it crashes.
What crashes?
The card. It's the same thing as if you overclock your processor in your main board. It just stops, give you a blue screen. Just crank it back. Still reading, so.
It's not making any difference. If anything, it's going down.
Yeah, because you're probably trying to stuff more information into that small little pipeline. Maybe that,
What if I turn it down to
yeah, maybe if you're trying to jam too much, that theory works in both directions. So yeah, maybe turning it down could also pick you up.
I dropped it clear down to 30.
Stay there all the way around.
But here's the thing though, my ping is not that great.
Oh yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
But that's because of IRTVO. I tried IRTVO, everything goes up. My ping and everything.
Okay, well here's a new Google. You're giving me info that lets me Google IR. Probably.
I'm only using. Let's see if I can figure this out here. I'm only using like 750 on the dial, and the thing is supposed to be able to go clear up to like 1100.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's what I don't understand why it's not.
It probably all has to do with your internet hookup. I know you have a pretty big up and download, but You know, maybe you're.
Well, I know, but when
I don't know how much you can upload. I guess would be an upload thing if I'm correct. I don't know how much your allowable upload in data will let you do. You know what I'm saying? It might not even be your computer. It just might be you're trying to stuff 500 bytes of information in an upload that your internet connection won't let you do. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but that has nothing to do with my graphics card. Why won't it give me the boost? I don't get it.
You were turning stuff up there when I saw it on the screen. What I guess I don't understand what you mean there.
I'm turning the stuff up and it's not doing anything. It's not making any difference on the meter. It's not making a bit of difference on the meter.
I don't know.
Drag it back over in front of us so you can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, cool. I like looking.
I left iRacing running in the background so you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
This is what I'm changing. You'll see what I'm changing, and it's not making any difference. The temperature's not going up. The megahertz is not going up. The GPU's not going up. Nothing's going up. I'm changing.
And you're
it. And that's got absolutely zero to do with the internet. Zero.
It hasn't popped up in front of me yet. Right, it hasn't popped up in front of me yet here. And you saved it. As soon as you save it, it should.
Well, as soon as you apply it,
yeah.
Apply and save. That's where it'll start. You know. So now here's adjust voltage.
Yeah, turn your You need more voltage to run more hertz.
Boost, lock card to boost clock voltage. GPU utilization will show at 0 when this is enabled. That's another little doodad that's off to the side here that you can
have it adjust your voltage according to your demand of PU and memory offset. There you go. Allows you to adjust CPU voltage via.
Whoa.
Oh? Uh-oh. What?
Test map failed.
It got her too much.
Whoopsie. I'm broadcasting back to YouTube again. But, see, I could rejoin the server. How about if I don't right now? Okay, so what you're saying then is if I turn up the voltage right now and do the K boost. Okay, now here's one that says over voltage. It says allow higher settings, allow higher voltage settings. Okay, I clicked on it and it didn't do nothing. Oh, okay, I can turn it up right there.
There you go, that's...
But it's not doing anything though. I mean, you know. I guess you have to click apply maybe? Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yep, you always have to apply every time you change something. Now that's not... that's... Okay, that's good.
But it goes right back down. I don't want to do that K-boost again. It screwed everything up, man. I'm telling you.
How?
See, I can turn, you know, it up more. You know, I can turn it up to 1,000 millivolts. Click apply, and it jumps up a little bit, and then it'll go back down and jump up.
Oh, you know, Now that I'm thinking of it here, because I'm slow, sometimes when you overclock, if you don't have something active on your screen, you don't see those. Like, just grab your Precision X thing and just with your mouse and just run it around circles. You know what I mean? Make your screen show motion. See if your bar, see when it just went up.
Did?
Yeah, yep. Whenever you clicked or you were at 300 on the outside, the blue bar, it jumped up over to 450. See, when you show motion, I don't know.
I ain't seeing it.
I might be behind you. I don't know.
I'm not seeing it.
It just did it for a second.
Still at 324.
Oh, it's not doing it. It's not doing it.
I think what it was when I moved that meter over and it brought it over here. And maybe when I don't know, when I moved it or something, it might have made a difference.
Here's what I see on my card. When I have my thing up like you have, I have clocks. You have two bars that creep over. Yours isn't moving. I asked mine to do something. Those bars jump up and down to the preset hertz that I have set. And the more you demand from it, the closer it gets to my preset on my hertz.
Okay, well, let me
do
this. Hold on.
There isn't. You do have a test button. What is that? Underneath your adjust voltage, it's grayed out though.
Yeah, it's grayed out. I don't. Allows Forceware to execute an internal instantaneous stress test to check if master GPU settings you are about to apply are safe or not. But it's grayed out.
No. Yeah, it's too bad you can't do that. Then you could see what I'm trying to explain. What's that called? That.
I'm going to try going back into the race now here, and we'll give it a test here and see what it does. And I can always turn that up, with that thing a little bit more. Maybe I mean, I don't know. I ain't doing that K boost again. I can tell you that. If I put that thing up to max where it's red.
Oh yeah, no. You don't want to do that.
No, I mean I'm right at the edge from the last green bar to the first yellow bar.
I usually would try just halfway up.
Well, that's about where it is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm right between the last green bar and the first yellow bar, which is caution. But as soon as we get back in here, we'll see what it does.
My overclocks in my card don't show unless there's something demanding the card to produce something. I guess is the best way to say it. Even though you've slid those sidebars up, didn't see the change on your scale. By sliding the sidebar up, it made that change available. By not having those turned up, that's not available, and it tried to bump itself up when you put a demand on it. I guess that's the best way to say that.
Once iRacing loads, okay, it's loaded now. Somebody was moving. Now I'm going to drag this back over in front of us so you can see it.
Yeah.
See, it's got voltage, minimum 1,000 volts, and that's what it said at 1,000 volts.
I can't see anything yet. Always behind.
Shit. Took the damn thing. Put it behind it.
There you go. Okay. So now, when you...
Okay. Now I'm looking at... that might be the problem right there, because now my FPS is up to 140.
It is. Oh, you don't have it. Yeah. Well, so just do whatever you did and make more. And your temperature rise. See, the temperature's up to 48. You were running at about 40 before.
Yeah. Now, is that a good temperature?
Well, you'd have to look up specs for your card.
Well, it says
Celsius. I would say probably you can run up to about 100 degrees. So 40, I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, my old card was 105.
Yeah.
And I think I did look this one up, and it says 98 max.
And your fan speed's kicking up.
It jumped up to 51. It should jump up to about 40 here in a second.
Okay, so don't flip out when it freezes up on you. Just go all the way up until you get the card to freeze up. And once you find that, back it up a little bit, or back it up. You know, you don't want to burn the card up like you said. So once you find that, Max, back it off to to balance out your frame rate with everything on if you can.
Okay, well let me look real quick here on the YouTube and see what it looks like for you.
You're punching 150 some frames, and well, right now you have that thing up in front, so I can't see when it disappears. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Sorry, guys. I just want to say hi, man. I didn't know any of those guys up there.
Huh?
I don't know any of those guys.
Oh, well, where did Ed go?
I don't know. Don't worry, I'll be quiet.
Oh, you
Well, we were just trying to work on this, and all them guys were yak up there, and so we just decided, well, we'll just come down here so we're not bothering any guys. We're not bothering us. So
looks good right now.
no twitching, no jerking.
No, it looks all right. And oh yeah, I'm still in HD.
Okay. Now we're gonna throw up IRTDL.
Okay. Well, what can you remember what the frame rates were before we tweaked it up there? You said, what were we, 90? Where were we at?
About where it is right now.
Okay.
I don't
So-
see any difference in the frame rate. Just when you start up IRTDL, it drops.
Yo. Right.
Well, here we go.
Probably won't see.
And we'll be racing here in 5 minutes, so we'll be able to see how many cars it can handle.
There it goes. Drop right down to 40 frames a second.
Dropping down to 30 and 33, or is it holding at 40?
42, 43.
So you did gain something, Rudy.
Yeah, maybe.
You were.
39, 37, 36, 35. No, we didn't gain nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada.
You were running. So you got down to 33 and 30.
That was on 35. I mean,
You're running higher frame rates. That's more. I'm seeing 40s. I didn't see 40s before.
I know, we'll give it a minute.
I know. Well, it depends where you're at the track and what's behind the vehicles.
Well, I'm right out as close as I can get to the vehicle, so I'm not taking any background graphics out of it. But what I want to know is if it's jerky.
No,
Not at all.
not from what I can see. It looks normal, and I think you gained about 2 to 3 frames.
Okay, well,
That's what I think.
The GPU clock dropped. It's clear down to 324 megahertz. And
So it's not your.
before it was running 500 and something. But
So
the
it's not
voltage-
working your card.
The voltage is 899, and I have that set to 1,000.
Well, that's like I said. That's available. You know what I said? You know what
How do
I.
I turn that damn GPU clock up?
I don't know on your card. When you when you turn that up, you may not see it unless the card requires that demand. But I can tell you right now, Rudy, I've watched this 2 laps now, and you gained. You were running 30 and 33 quite frequently, and you're not. So whatever you did, you're hanging right around the 40 to 35. So you gained about 3 frames. Boy, if you could do whatever you did.
I know, but I can't turn up that. All I turned up was the voltage. That's it. I can't. If I turn
Okay.
it up any higher, it's going to be yellow.
well, Rudy, have you ever tried going in your startup your MS config button and seeing what's all running?
Yeah, I don't have anything running that shouldn't be running. If I I can turn it up a little higher, I guess.
So then, now take your sliders, the 2 sliders you have, and give them the ability to boost your hertz. You boosted the voltage, and now bring the hertz up a little bit.
But see, I don't understand what that does. It says adjust master GPU core clock. Depending on graphics card model, the clock can be represented either explicitly or as an offset added to base clock.
Yep. Turn them up, yep.
To what?
Just take them both up. I don't know. Just a little bit. Just keep bumping them and see if the card has to work for you to see that change. So just both of mine, but I have a black edition card here, especially pulled out of the line and tested with a thing to make sure that all the chips in mine are the best you can get. So, if yours is just an off a shelf, it may not handle all slide all the way up, but you can just keep bumping it and don't freak out when it locks up on you. Just remember where you were, and then just bump them back.
Well, it's got a default. I can just click default and it goes back to whatever the default is. Okay, I don't notice any difference.
You want to find the end, and then you want to back up from the end, not from default. We're trying to get your card to produce more. So default's not going to do that for you.
I'm saying if it locks up, I can just click default and it goes back.
Yeah, and then you can take notes to remember where you're at, and then bring the sliders up below that and leave them there.
Okay, the GPU jumps up, and then it goes right back down to 324 hertz. It's not working. It's not doing anything.
Then there isn't enough demand on your card to ask it to do that. When it jumps up, that's if there's some kind of demand they're telling it to. And, so you could probably tweak this video card to death, and you're probably not going to get what you're trying to find. It's not the video card. That's what mine does. When I tweak on mine, the clocks don't jump up. They stay at the idle position. But when you start asking it to produce 3D effects or produce something hard, then the clocks, they go up while it's doing that. And when they're it's kind of like my processor. The same thing does that. I overclock it to almost 5 hertz, but it doesn't run at 5 hertz only when you ask it to produce. And so the same thing's going on with your video card. That's why you see that quick jump. When you do that, it's because the video that you're seeing is asking the card to produce something. So I know these trucks are going around on the track, and you would think that it would just automatically be high all the time, but I don't know. I can only say what I think. Not a professor at this.
Yeah, I don't understand why. When I hit that K boost before, man, that thing jumped right up.
Right.
But it locked up my system.
Right.
So if I set, like you said, set the sliders back to the default.
Right.
I hit the K boost.
Yep.
But what I need to do is get out of the racer first.
Don't freak out when it locks up. That don't hurt it. It locks up for a reason to stop you from hurting it. It won't hurt it. The only way to find out how to push that card is to push it.
Yep.
I mean, you got a fan on it. It's not. You'll know you're damaging it when you look at that temperature thing and it says like 90 C. Then you know you're not doing a good thing.
Okay, I'm gonna shut that all down right now for a minute. And then I'll hit the K boost, and then I'll try to go back into iRacing. I wonder if I ought to be doing this without. Let me do this without OBS running. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We're just trying to nurse it up.